After walking for nearly 15 feet, they found themselves in front of a metal door. It opened easily enough, and they passed through it as well. A new room stretched out before them. Ooh. Cargo room.
Is this a warehouse?
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Junpei, Ace, and June had stopped unconsciously, pausing to take in their new surroundings. Santa's voice broke through their momentary trance.
Well, we probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going.
Okay, cargo room. Okay, if I recall correctly, this is the room that cemented us having press F to pay respects turn into type 15 to pay respects. If I recall correctly, it's this room. But I need to see something later on in the puzzle to be sure. The cargo's got pants now? Hey, there's Meg. Cargo hold? Time to do it in someone's car. Well. Alright, let's see then. There are a bunch of bags here. Wonder what's in them. A card with Santa's face printed on it. What's that? It's a card. It has a headshot on it. A headshot? Yeah. Cargo space? No, cargo road. Ringer, welcome in. Hi, how you doing? Also, love the dabbing Vmon. Which is great, because I just made a pants I made the he's got pants now joke. Just vibing to this music. Yeah. Sub was saying that this is where they make cargo pants. I was like, oh, the cargo's got pants now. I love it when I love it when my interests collide. Yeah, I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. Card with the ninth man's face printed on it. If Santa's on it, is it a Christmas card? Ooh, that's an interesting. A card with Seven's face printed on it. Not cool, man. You took this picture without my permission. It looks pretty cool, though. You look really handsome in this picture. Hey. Hey, knock it off, lovebirds. What? We're not a couple. Not at all. Not in any way. Did I just get friend-zoned? Oh man, another trade. Yes, the Zero Escape trading card game. Fun, fun game. There are only 9 cards to collect. This must be... Oh no! Don't look at it! I'm not cute at all, and I'm not photogenic. And I don't look sexy either. Next to Clover, my skin looks gross. And I'm not sexy like Lotus. I know guys go for women who look like Lotus. But I'm trying to. I'm doing the best I can. So please don't call me a board, or a trash can, or a cutting board, or don't worry. June, Blunter's not here. You won't have to hear any of that. Blunter's not here. Well, wait a minute. I haven't said anything like that. Have I? Actually, I'm just gonna like record the last 30 seconds so I can get that screenshot just for Blunter. Or you know, if somebody wants to clip it. Someone hug June, please. This card has a picture of June on it. We've searched all the boxes. There's nothing in them. There's some sort of liquid in these barrels. I'm not sure what it is, however. It doesn't help. Snake. Is that Snake's card? Yeah. You want to see it? No, that's fine. This is Clover's card. You know, looking at this photo, she's kind of cute, isn't she? Huh? What's up? Oh no. Are we buffering? Uh-oh. Chat? Is stream acting up, or are we okay? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Why does her smile make me feel cold? Card with Clover's picture on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're missing 2. We're missing Ace and... Lotus. I don't know what's in these barrels. Probably my end, and I choose to blame Twitch. That's usually fair. Judging by their weight, perhaps a liquid of some sort. Oh. It's Ace's card. You look like some kind of European lord. Oh, my headshot? You want to see it? It's actually a pretty good picture. No, I don't need to see it. In fact, we really ought to get back to our search. I mean, yeah, fair, dude, but... Twitch.tv, more like pitch.p. Jesus, Ringer! Holy shit. Also, hold on, I think there was something up there from Sub. Can't wait for them to hit a Canadian destroyer in this game. You know, there has been a bit of fighting among the cast members, but you know, I don't think they'll be hitting any Canadian destroyers. If they do, I don't think they'll just kick out of it and do another one. You know, remember when moves used to mean something in wrestling? You know, before AEW? What? What? Who said that? Okay, so where is Lotus's card? His crates are quite large, and they seem to be tied to one another with sturdy straps. A box. There's nothing inside. Is Lotus's up the stairs? These stairs, they go up 3 stories. What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. No. No sign of Lotus's card here yet. So... nothing in the bag anymore. Nothing in the bag. I know nothing about this game, so when I read or hear Junpei, I think of JP from Frontier. This game is 9 people are kidnapped and dropped on a sinking ship, and they have 9 hours to solve the puzzles on the ship, going through numbered doors from 1 to 9 to find a way to escape. And they have 9 hours to do so. So, 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors. Locked. We need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they... Oh. Ace bent down and picked something up that had been sitting next to the box. Junpei, take a look at this. Cards? Hey, it's Lotus's card. Nice. Oh yeah, Meg kept calling Frontier Junpei Jumpy. Because that's what the Junpei in this game is nicknamed by June. She calls him Jumpy. There's a picture of Lotus on this card. And her hair is ridiculous. Like clay or something. Says the pot to the kettle. So we have all 9 cards.
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
Junpei stared at the cards in his hands. Ace peered over his shoulder at them.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
And Junpei gave him a look.
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers. Then you pop the corresponding card in the right box. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
Aw, Meg! Oh, thank you for gifting Ringer a sub.
Oh, I see.
Also, why is sound alerts not popping for those subs? Am I signed out? I need to reauthorize? Oh, good, Ringer. You should follow Meg. Meg is my co-host on the Digimon podcast that we do over on YouTube. Let me just see something here.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Oh, now Twitch will let this pop. Happy belated hype train.
Cool.
Bravely Astral subscribe to your channel for 0 months.
Okay, so the alerts are popping again. Nice. It becomes an unskippable cutscene. Don't worry, Ringer. I do enough monsplaining for everybody. Okay. That came through the mic, not the computer. It's because I had to change the audio source because of the echoing from the game earlier. Hold on. Hold on, you guys should hear it now. Let me just rejig Astrals.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Oh, now Twitch will let this pop. Happy belated hype train. Bravely Astral subscribe to your channel for 0 months.
So Meg, once you're let's see, can I repop your gift through the Twitch dashboard? Nope, it hasn't. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. There we go. No, all I get is the option to report Meg. That does not help. But once Sound Alerts registers that it's come through, I'll repop it for you. Okay, so I'm going to just fiddle with the audio again so that the game doesn't duplicate, and we'll see what we can do.
Huh? What is it?
Junpei thought he might have imagined it, but he could have sworn Ace stiffened.
I'll leave the rest to you.
Hey, wait!
He quickly turned and walked away.
What's wrong with him? Oh well, whatever.
Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes.
Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
9 cards with pictures, and 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment, and then began.
Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2. I just need to do the same for the rest. And finally, the 9th man's card into box 9.
All 9 box lids popped open at once.
Oh, they opened!
He peered inside.
What the?
In each box was a single pin.
9 pins?
9 cards, 9 boxes, 9 pins. They looked a little like sewing pins, but much thicker.
I guess I'll take them with me.
Junpei collected them all quickly and shoved them into his pocket. These look like the kind of pins you use for sewing. That's not the name of the game. There are 9 of them in total, and they have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. Okay then. So... there was a machine at the top of the stairs that I think we need to use these pins on. Whoop. Hey, look at this. There are 6 holes here. Looks like the pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them. The ones you found in the 9 boxes, right? Well, why don't you try it? Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go here on the top part, and 3, 5, 7 on the bottom part. Well, some of them lit up. There are 6 holes here, and I have 9 hours. Giggity giggity goo. Oh my god, it's a little Drachmon emote. I was that was not immediately obvious. That is a little Drachmon. Cool. Yeah, 3 and 6. I wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on. Well, I put 2, 4, and 6 pins on the top part and 3, 5, 7 on the bottom. You think maybe it's the digital route? Digital root? 2 plus 4 plus 6 equals 12. The digital root of 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 3, 5, 7 is 15. The digital root of 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right? Let's see. The lights that match the digital root of the pins inserted on the top and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works. Well, there's one other thing I'd like to check. Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So, when did Santa get so smart? Santa has moments where Santa is clearly smart, but just lazy. You know, unlike in Digimon Survive, where Minoru is smart for like 20 minutes and then is just dumb for the rest of the game. Santa is shown repeatedly to be smart, but just incredibly lazy. So, put the 1, 2, and 3 pin top and 6, 7, 8 on the bottom. Oh. They turned off. 6, 7, 8 is 21. Digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1, 2, 3 is 6. Root of 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns off. Oh, I get it now. If the digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the numbers on the lights that are lit, those lights turn off. Yeah, looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. You want to give it a try? Wait, you mean you know what we're supposed to do with these lights? Well, no, but I figured we could try and see if we can turn them all on, you know? I figure something's gotta happen if we can manage that. Turn on the lights, huh? Alright, Junpei. Let's make sure we know how all this works, alright? Pick one of the 6 holes, pick the blah 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 blah. Okay, video game, you just spent 6 minutes explaining the concept of the lights to me. I think I get it. Alright, let's do it. Better yet. Better yet.
Let's do this!
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, it's time. I need to math. So, we need digital root of 1. So, 9. Oh, hold on. Do I click on this and then, yeah. So, 9 plus 6 plus 4 is 1. 9 plus 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 9 is 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So that is the digital root of 1. And then 7 and 3 is 10. Plus 1 is 2. So then to get 3, it's the same thing. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And then to get 4, it's, again, same concept. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Plus 3 is 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. Okay. So, next up then is 5. So that is, there's probably another combination, but 9 plus 6, right? Then plus 8. And then to get 6, well, this is the most straightforward one. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6. Then for 7, we need 9 plus 2, which is 11, plus 5, which is 16. 1 plus 6 equals 7. And then for 8, we need 1... Well, yeah, well, sorry, 1 plus 4, which is 5. And then 5 plus 3 is 8. Do-do-do-do, all the lights are on and the shutters opened up. Hey, does that mean... Yeah. We gotta do it again. Man, and I thought I was doing so well. I'm loving all these Digimon emotes. So yeah, I was right. It's this puzzle here, the magic square with the F on it. F in hexadecimal is 15. So I think it was really this puzzle that made the ongoing meme for this channel to drop your 15s when there's instead of F to pay respects or for failure or whatever. All right. Okay, so we've got 9 holes. There's an F up above them. Betamon, hide it from Ryu Senji. I don't know what the F means. But I do know one thing. What's that? This time there are 9 holes. So we need to insert 9 pins. And that's boring. Well, why don't you just try it, alright? Why hide it from Ryu Senji? Because he'll stroke it weirdly. What was that? What was that? 1-3 of Digimon Seekers? You haven't read Seekers? Oh, you should. Just to experience how awful the translation is. Yeah, that's why I haven't read it. I do not blame you. That screenshot is still on the drive. Nice. Streamlabs trying to advertise the store discounts without actually advertising the store. So hold on. I was told something about a woman mind linking with her Mugen Draymon too long that they merged into a Chaos Dramon. Not quite. The woman in question was mind linked with her Agumon for too long and was lost. Mugen Draymon belonged to Nation X, which is totally not Russia, and they were using it as a they were using it as a weapon to invade other countries. Totally not Russia. Was she lost and became a Chaos one? Oh no, she's very dead. Spoilers, I guess? Yeah, no human character becomes a Chaos Dramon. So it feels like wherever that information came from also didn't read it. Okay. So, let's carry on, shall we? I was told this in response to information from pulling a promo booster 16 Chaos Dramon. Chaos Dramon is in Seekers, but it's not like the woman who goes missing in question is Ryu Senji's daughter. Her partner was a Black Agumon, and yeah, no, she is dead for the story. Like dot hack, cyber sleuth style, you know, I was lost in the digital world, so my body's in a coma kind of dead. Yeah, I would like, you'd get through Seekers in a day reading it. I would just recommend reading it to know the lore, but it's not great. Even the ending that they hyped up for like 3 months isn't great. Yeah, some chapters are like a paragraph. You'd get through it in a day. Meg and I covered that stuff like weekly on the podcast, and it was excruciatingly painful. Anyway, I gotta play Sudoku. Oh yeah, it's been over since last year. The epilogue came out during Digimon Con last year, so it's been well over. It's been over for a while. Seekers ended and then Liberator started, and holy God, is Liberator ever so good. It's like they learned. Okay. Anyway, I gotta play Sudoku here, so... Enjoy your rent, Lord Ami. Thank you for paying your tithe. Okay, so we gotta... Alright, so let me see. We gotta do a Sudoku puzzle here. So it doesn't matter which way these pins connect. They all gotta give a result of 15, right? So let's start with 7, 6. From there, it would be 2 and 9, which would require then a 4, because it's 11, 14. From the 4, then we would require a 3, and then an 8. And then on this row, 7, 5, 9, 5. That's a good start. And then 6 and 1 and 8 is the other one. And 9, 5, 1. 15. There we go. All pins inserted and all lights lit. We did it! The power's on now. Looks like there's electricity going to the monitor on top now. Alright, let's see if we can activate the device on top. Ooh. Green button and a red button and a lever. Pull the lever, Kronk! I wonder what these do. I think this might help. What? What the hell is this? Where did he find this? What is that? Where did you find it? Found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. It looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that. That? Yeah, that. What's he point? Oh! That machine over there. Apparently it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Are you serious? Well, whatever. So what are we supposed to do with the Pushmaster 5000? You see the coffin over on top of the crates? Yeah. Don't you want to know what the deal is with it? I do. You want to check it out? Yeah. All right. How do you think we're going to get there? Well, there were some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Is this a sex thing? I don't think it's a sex thing. Maybe if we make a path to the coffin from there. And how would we do that? Line up the crates, I guess? Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess this is just another of Zero's puzzles. Yeah. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery. So, to keep it from using up its energy too fast, it's been programmed so it'll only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. New material added to the file screen. Oh, boy. Pushmaster 5000. Pull the lever. Begin the simulation. Alright, so you can move in 4 directions. You cannot move diagonally. Cannot lift heavy objects. Reset or re-input command. Back to quit. Lever to start. Okay. Alright. The monitor shows a top-down view of the area where we can move the machine. Once I want to send my orders to the Pushmaster 5000, I just pull the lever. This is the reset button. It allows me to start over again. Once I want to activate the program, I just pull the lever. Okay. And this is the return button. Okay, quick command. All right, let's pull the lever. All right, let's give this a try. Sure thing. Just keep in mind that there's a limit on the battery, all right? The battery dies after 50 moves. Yeah, at least that's what it says in the manual. 50 moves, huh? Also, keep in mind that the Pushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates, okay? Got it. So many instructions. Okay, fun. 50 moves to get to get these 4 crates into those 4 yellow bits. So why are we gonna do this? Okay. Then I literally have to do it piece by piece, huh? Are we doing this right? I feel like we're not doing this right. Right. Hey, Blunter! Okay, that's 2. Okay, and then... Okay, this should be straightforward enough then, right? So, bang, bang. First try, baby! Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See? It's moving already. Awesome! The Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to do and lined up all the crates. Great, now we can reach the coffin. We just need to climb those crates over by the fence. Okay. Up the way. I don't think so, not quite. Ugh.
Just kidding. Really?
You know, considering earlier on in the game we were told that there is a mummy on the ship somewhere. You're really, you're really bringing that idea back into consciousness, huh, Santa?
Whatever. Just open it. Okay.
A small key and...
The golden gun from acclaimed N64 video game GoldenEye?
a gun?
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh. You're not gonna take it? Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
Hey, no worries, Ringer. Have a good more night. Thank you for stopping in.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here.
Nighty-night.
No desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
It's a rusty key. A rusty key. Maybe I can use this. Well, there was that door up here. Let's just put this key in here, and yes! Sounds like that did it. Yay! Looks like it's open, Junpei. I see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Yes, it's opening. We did it.
A long hallway, huh?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
We've seen this elevator before.
Oh, why am I in adventure mode? Where's my novel mode?
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Oh, there we go. The hallway that left the cargo room headed straight toward the stern. Junpei and the other three proceeded down it, silently. Some distance along it, a large room opened up on the left-hand side. It looked familiar. An iron grate covered each of the elevators. Junpei and his companions drew to a stop and began to discuss what their next move should be.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started.
Junpei approached the elevator.
We needed a card to get to this point.
I don't see a card reader here.
Perhaps we aren't able to activate it from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah, that was going to be my suggestion. Yeah. Gently, he pushed the triangular button on the wall. A moment passed. Huh.
It works.
Yeah? It works? What? The elevator door opened, and then eventually shut again.
I think so.
Pushing the button had apparently restored power to the elevator.
Good. Now we can go back if we need to.
What do we do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go.
Their decision made, Junpei and his companions left the elevators behind and continued down the hallway. Sometime later...
Looks like it ends here.
The hell? Where are we? Santa, who had been walking several paces in front of the rest, suddenly stopped.
Only one door.
They searched around just in case.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
It was the door or nothing.
All right, let's open it.
Junpei took a deep breath, readied himself, then grabbed the doorknob and pulled the door open. He paused for a moment, then stepped through into the room. And there he saw the number that had hung over their heads since they'd woken up. 9.
The 9 door.
Like the numbers on every other door, this one, too, was a rough shape made of red paint. Its door was set into the back wall of the room. Junpei leapt toward it with a sudden burst of hopeful energy. It was a large double door, heavy and full of solemn importance. He grabbed the door handle and shook.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
The red sat on the wall next to the door. Displayed on it,
Vacant.
a great world champion. Greatest world champion of our time, vacant. I found it. Junpei felt himself overwhelmed by a torrent of emotion. At last, they'd found the exit. But cold gripped his heart. And he knew all too well why. As he stood, frozen, unsure of what to think or feel.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
He spun around and couldn't believe what he saw.
What? A 9 door. There's another one.
Oh, it's an interesting looking coffin. And altar. And where the hell are we?
Why?
Junpei's voice was barely audible, even to himself. He stumbled toward the second door, as if somehow compelled. It was a small, single door. It sat in the starboard corner of the room, on the same wall as the door they'd entered from, but in the opposite corner.
It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. So this is a real one?
Junpei shook the door handle pointlessly and muttered to himself.
Why the hell are there 2 doors?
It was Santa who answered.
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only 1 door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found.
Seek a way out.
Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only 1. After all, why would there be more than 1?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's not like there's been like 2 8 doors or 2 6 doors or whatever.
We fell for it. There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers, 1 through 9, divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1, 2, 7, 8 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2, 3, 4, 9 and 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. The digital root is still 9. There are a bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary Game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie.
The 9th man seemed to indicate shenanigans were afoot, and, well, we still don't quite know what happened to Snake.
He never said there'd someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed.
Hmm.
But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was. There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other.
They'd understand and be appalled, overwhelmed with guilt at what they'd done.
This game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary Game.
Like Saw with math.
We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
The thought of it sent a chill down his spine.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
A voice broke through Junpei's frantic thoughts. Santa's voice.
Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock, though.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
What's the plan, fearless leader?
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4. Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
Go back and get the others.
What now?
It took him no time at all to determine the answer. There was only one combination of 3 people that would give a digital root of 9. 1, 3, and 5. That would mean
No, we gotta go back.
that wasn't a possibility he was willing to consider. Ace and Santa agreed.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Junpei let out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding.
Are you sure?
Junpei, June, we're not going to leave you here to die on the ship.
I don't mind staying.
No. We gotta find the others and work out how we're gonna do it. Maybe someone will have the bright idea of finding the 9th man's bracelet and seeing if that helps. Snakes is shattered into a bajillion pieces, but there's got to be some combination that works out, right? I mean, shit, there's a ship captain with a 0 bracelet somewhere, maybe, on this timeline. I don't know. But June's body betrayed her true feelings. Her eyes were wet with the beginnings of tears, and her legs shook.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Santa had said what Junpei had known the moment he realized which 3 people could go through the door.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest.
Yeah, my spirit animal.
Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
Huh?
Oh, right.
Perhaps it was the sudden reassurance that no one wants to leave June behind, but Junpei laughed harder than he had in some time. Santa and Ace smiled.
You guys.
June blinked tears from her eyes and bit her lip. She didn't seem to know what else to say.
Very well. Best we head back to C deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, 7, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
Even as Ace spoke, they knew finding the others wouldn't improve the situation.
But even with all 7 of us,
Ace knew it. They all knew it.
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Ace looked at all three of them and turned and headed through the doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Santa and June followed.
Huh.
Junpei started toward the door and then stopped.
Come to think of it, what is this room?
It didn't seem terribly important now, but what exactly was it?
We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around.
A red carpet ran between two columns of wooden benches that ran the length of the room.
Huh. It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony.
Like a chapel? I suppose a chapel on a ship makes sense, right? Because a ship's captain can, like, marry you, right? He has that kind of, like, authority or whatever. Is that still a thing?
But what kind?
Does a ship's captain still have, like, public servant authority to marry people? Facing the 9 door was a carpet leading to the bow of the ship. And at the end, was it an altar, perhaps? It was a small rectangular alcove at the end of the carpet, and inside the alcove was a raised platform. Resting on top of the platform was a coffin.
A coffin? What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
But before Junpei had time to answer that question,
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Santa's voice echoed in from the hall outside.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
Junpei turned on his heel and left the quiet, somber room. Huh. Huh? Oof. They took the elevator up to C deck. Once there, they headed back toward the main hall and the central staircases. It didn't take them long.
Look, it's
Seven and Lotus.
They didn't look happy.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What?
what?
Junpei and his 3 companions looked at one another. He turned back to Seven and Lotus.
What do you mean, gone?
Santa, Ace, and June had their own questions to ask.
When?
Why?
You two went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Seven and Lotus responded as best they could.
Yeah, we went through the door together.
God, door 1 had the ship's captain in it. Oh God, she's got the axe!
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
Huh.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
Hey, Martham, how you doing?
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. You figured that much out.
On my childhood symphonic CRT TV. Hey! I'm on a retro telly! Yeah! Cool. I was wondering what you meant by that.
Clover's gone.
Junpei thought for a moment.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Finally, Ace spoke. His voice had an edge of resolve and concern.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
Yeah.
There were quick nods all around, and the 6 remaining players spread out. Junpei and June ran into the central hospital room and looked around.
She's not here.
No, she isn't.
They searched a little longer, but with no luck. They couldn't find Clover.
There's no sign of her. Let's go.
Finally, they gave up and left the central hospital room. Slowly, they made their way back to the hallway. At last, they reached the stairs, and Junpei spoke.
All right. I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck.
All right, that sounds good. But,
What?
could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Sure, right. I'll do that.
Say my name, bitch! There was a reason Junpei persisted in calling her June, even when they were alone. Although, perhaps not the best reason. He was embarrassed to call her by the nickname he'd used when they were children. Connie. 9 years ago. It came naturally, after all. They were children. But now that they were adults, it felt strange. Regardless of what he might hope for, to call a woman he wasn't dating by such a childish nickname felt odd to him. Then call her Akane. You don't have to use the nickname, but you can still use her actual given name, you dope. Of course, to call her Miss Kurashiki would be even more awkward, and simply Kurashiki would seem a little brusque. And although he couldn't put his finger on why, it felt somewhat forward to call her Akane when they hadn't seen one another for so long. In short, it was simply easier for him to call her June and leave it at that.
Jumpy.
Oh, no, it's nothing.
All right, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful, Kane.
June, or perhaps more appropriately, Connie, blushed and smiled.
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Yeah, got it. Take care.
Junpei looked after her for a moment as she ran up the stairs and then turned around to look and took off for the hallway. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat slouched against the wall. Lotus, Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin smooth and pale as always. Was covered in bright red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank. All his thoughts replaced with endless hissing white. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus, slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse. No rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind, told him it meant that she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning. She had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife, then? Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart. Once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let's discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so.
Meg. Yeah. Rest in peace, talking cleavage. Yeah. Junpei rage. Okay.
You escape from this ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the paraxatic wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise. A sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain. There was heat, extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. So it's ace, right? 8 and 1 is 9, plus Junpei's 5 is 14. 1 plus 4. No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work, actually. Unless he's also got the ninth man's bracelet somehow, but I still don't know about that. Actually, 1 plus... no, then Junpei's just collateral damage. If Ace has the ninth man's bracelet, 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 9 is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, Ace can escape. But that is very circumstantial. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. Plus, why would Ace stab you when there was a gun in the coffin? But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb, and he could feel the blood leaking out of him. Nothing would move. Nothing, save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions, not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon, it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness, he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. Ooh boy, we got the knife ending. A banger of a track though, for like bad endings in a game. Okay, so we have 3 endings left. So let's have a look here. What is that? 1, 6, and 2. I feel like we should just do this to get the, I don't think there's any real necessary story requirements out of it, but I feel like we should just get this choice out of the way. Because then... Because now we kind of have to work on making it to the true ending. Like, there's three other story beats that way that were locked off here. And then one here that's locked off because we just haven't hit the right story thing to unlock it. And then there's a couple of there's something here that we've missed. So just to kind of get this branch out of the way, I'm gonna just jump back here and we'll pick door 2. And then we'll kind of save and quit again. And when we come back, ooh, here's where it gets fun. Here's where it gets fun, I guess. I don't to get the next couple of endings, I don't think we're going to be able to do any skips. I think anything with a lock on it, we're actually going to have to go through and unlock to get what we need to unlock the true ending path. So you know, we might be able to hit the fast forward button, but I think we'll actually have to do the puzzle rooms again. We won't just be able to jump forward because there's information hidden behind these locks that we just don't have yet. So, also interesting, the red icons are square locks. I don't know if that's noticeable. So the red icons have square locks on, or square keys on them, and then the white icons have round keys on them. So, okay, let's just jump back here. We'll get this out of the way, and
My choice is door 2.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here. I had 3 pieces of paper ready, and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
Alright. So we know who's going through door 2. It'll be me, Lotus, and Junpei. The only problem's the other 2 teams.
so here's the other thing, right? So that's it. Like, there's no other story requirement here. So we're going to be focused on this side of the board for a minute.
June and I want door 6.
Clover and I choose door 1.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people.
Why don't Santa and June go into door 1 with Ace?
Huh?
Well,
Then what will you do, Clover?
I'll be waiting at the stairs. You guys are coming back here, right? That's what 7 was saying, wasn't it?
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the Nonary Game works.
I'm sorry, but I just want to be by myself for a while. You understand, right?
I need to go off and plan all your murders.
All right, I'm going through door 1. That all right with you, June?
Yes.
Well, we'll be going then.
Let's move too.
Yeah,
Right. Let's go.
I won't see June for a while, but this was my choice. I'm just going to have to suck it up. Seven said we'd all see each other again, and I'm going to believe that. The other group went to A deck to go through door 1. Clover joined them. Our group is on our way too. We're heading to the bottom deck using the elevators. I wonder what we'll find down there.
We ready?
Yeah, anytime.
I'll go first. Let's go!
And then we're back here. So I'll wait for the ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. Oh, hey, his eyes! Holy shit, we haven't seen those in ages! What the hell? The game just decided to treat us? Okay. So, if we follow the path as normal, we end up at the submarine ending. So, yeah. So, I think what we'll do next time... Oh boy, what are we gonna do next time? Yada yada. Yeah, we're gonna have to do like a full... I think we're gonna have to do a full run next time. So I think we'll have to do like door 4, door 7, door 1. So this... But, you know, we have the skip button, so it's just gonna be the puzzles. I think 471 will get us the next ending. And then we can start focusing on what's required for the true ending. But yeah, there's a couple of like story locks that we just don't have yet, and we will need to go. Yeah, 4. 7, and then 1. And that should give us enough information to get here, which will then put us on course to start unlocking the next lot. So yeah, oh boy. If these are going to start taking longer, I may also just start shuffling around the day we play this. Maybe this moves to like Friday, and Fantasian becomes a Tuesday game. Just because there's going to be a lot more involved pushing towards the end, the final endings. But we'll see how long. I'll judge it based on how long this next run takes, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'm gonna So I'm gonna jump back here because we need to start from this point anyway.
I thought we were finished with that topic.
Yeah, so did I, but